Hello everyone. I'm in a random location. I am, like I said in my other video, I was going up north on vacation, and I am currently in the woods. Here, I'll show you guys. So I don't know if you can see the four-wheeler in the background. I'm also like using a tripod. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but out in the woods with the four-wheeler. That's why my hair's kind of chopped. I got helmet hair, is what it is. We actually had like a crazy storm and a ton of trees fell, so I had to basically like do some crazy stuff to get even back here. But look at this. So the trail is all the way back there, but I had to kind of make my own trail. So picnic table, bag, I got a notebook, but let's see if you can see this view. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's so pretty. Especially like looking like right here, it's crazy. But anyways, oh, knocked my water down. I wanted to just, while I'm out in this very peaceful area, hopefully my camera angles aren't too bad, because the display just dimmed, so now I can't even see what I look like, bro. This water. So hopefully that's good. It'd be kind of unfortunate if this whole video just didn't even, wasn't even looking at me. But anyway, this morning I watched the TJR Bootcamp Day 3 video where he talks about discipline, and I took a lot of notes. I just took them on Google Docs, but then I came out here and rewrote them in a notebook, and my handwriting is pretty messy, but I should be able to read everything. So I just wanted to kind of go over my notes and my thoughts, and then in this video he was talking about choosing a habit, something that's hard. You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna get up and play Clash Royale, because it has to be something that after a few days when your motivation's gone to do it, you don't want to do it, because you're trying to build discipline. Because from what I understand about trading so far, and what he's said, is that to be a good trader you have to be very disciplined, and you can't let your emotions get in the way. And there's flies all around me and it's starting to piss me off. But I just wanted to talk about my notes, and then I'm gonna go over the habit that I am choosing, and then any other thoughts that pop into my mind. This video is not scripted. None of my videos are really going to be scripted, I think, unless I'm going over something very specific. But as I'm out in this very peaceful place, it's super quiet. There's nothing around me. I don't even know how I have cell service, which is crazy. But I just wanted to kind of sit down and think and do like a video journal, which is what this channel is for, because it's just easier to get my thoughts out, then I can look back in a few years. And I'm making it public, so it's accountable, because like TJR said, and I was actually thinking about doing, I started the channel before I even watched this video, Day 3, but in this video he said start, if you want to start video logging your progress. He said on TikTok, but I'd rather just do long form content, because then people that if people watch it and you miss an upload, or you don't check in every week or whatever your schedule is, they're gonna be like, oh damn, he's not sticking with it. So I'm trying to keep myself accountable, but also just a way to get my thoughts out and stuff. So enough yapping. I got the point across that I'm in very cool nature right now. I'm in Michigan, so it's not like I'm with mountains and stuff, so this is kind of the best I have. But anyways, so Day 3, discipline, and he talks just about how to build discipline and what you can take action on. That's obviously a big thing. So like I said, I'm gonna go over my notes and then talk about the habit that I'm choosing. So I'm just gonna, I have bullet points and notes, and I'm gonna go through there and talk about that. So he said to form a positive habit and complete it every day to build discipline. And like I said, it can't just be an easy habit. It has to be something that after your motivation is gone, it's ooh, do I really want to go and do this? This is kind of hard. But then you pick yourself up and it's hell yes, I'm going to do this. And then I'll go into the habit that I'm choosing in a little bit. And he said habits form over the course of 21 days. I'm sure everyone's heard that, and it is true. But it becomes natural, enjoyable, and routine after 60 days. So he's used the example of going to the gym. If you go for the gym 21 days straight, the 22nd day you're probably definitely gonna go. Bro, this fly, get out of here, bro. But after you're probably starting to enjoy it at that point, but after 60 days it's just it's not even a thought to skip the gym. And also you just love it. When I was in high school, I did powerlifting, and it's not like this anymore for me, but I'd be looking forward we had like, it was 5:15 a.m. workouts, and I'd have to leave at like 4:45, and I'd be going to bed at like 8, and I'd look forward to the next morning because I loved, after doing it for a few months or whatever, I started to love it. And that's like what he said, after the 60 days it becomes natural, enjoyable, a routine. So now if I had to get up at 4:30, 4:15, I'd probably kill myself. But because I was doing it for so long that I started to love it. So that's just kind of proof that what he's saying is true, at least in my life. And then he says, when your motivation is gone, that is the most important time that you actually lock in and stay with your habit, because that's what everyone can do something for 2 days or however long their motivation lasts. But when it's gone, that is where you need discipline, which is the whole point of this video. And so that's the point. Like, when your motivation is gone, are you going to stick with it, or are you just going to quit? Because if you stick with it, that builds your discipline. So how bad do you really want it? Look at yourself. This is also what he said. Look at yourself in the third person and call yourself out. So he used the example, like, if you're sitting at your desk eating like Cheetos, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start going to the gym. Just like zoom out, think of yourself in the third person, like, whoa, what a loser I am. I'm literally eating junk food, saying I'm gonna go to the gym, yet like even right now, my posture's cooked. I'm eating junk food and I'm probably not going to the gym. I'm just telling myself that. Look at yourself in the third person. If you're like laying in bed in the morning, don't want to go, imagine you're zooming out, you just like look at you like as a slob laying in bed, like when it's time to get stuff done. Like, just call yourself out and be accountable to yourself. The biggest thing he said is don't be comfortable, because every human wraps himself up in a warm little blanket, tries to be comfortable, but there's no growth in comfort. You have to really, that was a good quote. I'm sure someone said that before, but it just came in my mind. Like, you have to push yourself to be uncomfortable, and then you'll actually see progress. Because if like sitting in your room and watching anime was like was building discipline, bro, I'd be like so disciplined. So would so many other people. But that's because it's comfortable. Like, I do it because it's comfortable. Like, a lot of people do it because it's comfortable. Not everyone goes to the gym. Not everyone. I used to wake up at 4 a.m. I don't do that anymore because now it's uncomfortable. Which then there's no progress. So if you're trying to be comfortable, like, you're not going to accomplish anything. Make a routine to better yourself and stick to it, and then always be seeking improvement. So, I mean, that's pretty simple. Just make a routine, form it around the habit that you're choosing, which I will talk about my routine in a little bit. And then, I don't know why I keep on saying this is what he said, because I'm just reading my notes from him. So obviously he said it, but if you don't change something, why can you expect your life to change? If you're doing the same thing over and over, and it, like, you haven't had success in the past, why would you have success now? Maybe because you're thinking of success? No, if you don't actually change what you do, you're not going to actually, like, change your life. So obviously that's pretty self-explanatory too. He just said, be addicted to improving yourself. And humans can do anything, we can do anything. It just depends on how hard we work. Like, do you think, okay, sure, like, some people have some natural talent, but that always kind of seems like cope when you're like, oh, he's in the NBA because he's natural talent. Obviously, I get, if you're like 6'7", like, bro, shut up. Why did I say 6'7"? I wasn't even trying to say that. That's so stupid. I gotta cut this from the video. I should get like ice cream cone hair now. But anyways, sorry, I'm just being stupid. If you're that tall, like, sure, maybe you have a little bit of like natural talent, but you still have to work. You don't just like wake up at 11 a.m. every day and then eat junk food and then like, actually, I think I'm pretty good at basketball, I'm just gonna like go to the NBA. No, you still have to put in the work. So we can do anything as long as you put in the work for it. The only thing that will stop your progress is giving up, because really I mean, it makes sense. That's the only thing that will stop your progress, because every single day, if you keep on doing the right things, you leave very little room for failure. If you wake up every day, play basketball, work out, eat healthy, it's very hard that you're not going to be good at basketball. Like, you leave very little room for failure when you do everything right. I already said the only thing that can stop your progress is giving up. Imagine the person that you want to become. What do they do? Imagine your dream self. What would he do? You need discipline, because when the motivation starts to dwindle, discipline is all you have. I kind of touched on that earlier, but it's so true. TJR talked about that a lot in this video, and yeah, obviously discipline is what really comes into play after the first few days, because I mean, I just watched this video, so right now I'm all hyped up like, oh, I'm gonna do this habit, but day 3 or whatever of doing the habit, when the discipline starts to go, or when the motivation starts to go down, that's when all you have is discipline, and that's what you have to rely on. And then eventually you'll build up the discipline, and then it'll just not even be a second thought to you. When you want to skip a day, remember that someone out there is not skipping that day. Someone is always working harder than you, so strive to be the person that no one can outwork. It's that simple. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations and grow. I already touched on that. If you're in comfort, you won't grow. So just make sure to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation and try and become a better person from it. So that's pretty much all my notes from the boot camp video for the most part. And now I'm going to talk about the habit that I'm choosing, and it's exercise and mainly going to the gym. But on my rest days, like where I'm not going to actively lift weights, I'm still going to go on a walk and a run. So then I'm always getting some sort of exercise, because like if you're just walking, you can definitely, that's a rest day, because walking is like, it's not that much energy, but it's still really healthy for you. So I'm going to be going to the gym, and then on my rest days, which will just be 2, just going to walk and then run. And yeah, it's pretty simple. I'm just going to be waking up, going to the gym, and then if I do mowing. I said that last video, and I start like pretty early. Like I start at like 7 a.m. and I'm not really gonna get up right before that. So my mowing days are gonna be my rest days. I just mow in 2 days. It's like long days. It's like 12-hour days, and then I can just get home and walk or run when I get home. And then on my other days where I just work my other job or my days off, I can go to the gym, get up in the morning, because when you start your day with something like that, it always makes you feel so good. Like when I would go for powerlifting workouts at 5:15, and I'd come home, be home at like, I don't know, 6:45 maybe, 7. Then I'd get ready for school and everything, have breakfast, and then leave for school. Like, bro, I felt like on top of the world, because you start your day so positive. But, so yeah, I'm gonna be going to the gym. I'm trying to push myself to be uncomfortable. Obviously I'm fat. And he was talking in his video about how he used to be fat, and how like whenever he'd sit down, he'd put a pillow in front of him to hide his blubber. Which then he said something like, oh, I think I wrote it in my notes maybe. No, I didn't. But I remember it was something like when you're thinking about quitting, do you really want to go back to holding the pillow in front of you? So I was like, wow, that's a good motivation point, just to think about, like, when you want to skip, think about why you shouldn't skip, and why you're even doing this. And then he said, take a picture. This is like, he was really just talking about, like, for his example that he was losing weight, but he said, take a picture of yourself front and back every week, and then after 3 months compare it. And let me do some, it's July 3rd right now. I know, okay, maybe I'm being a little bitch, but I'm gonna start July 5th. I'm still exercising today and everything, but I'm up north, and I won't be at home till the Saturday, which is the 5th, and then that's where I'm going to take a picture. Or no, Sunday, because then Sunday I have as like my refresh day. That's my day off, and then I can get stuff done. So Sundays is when I'm going to take pictures. So Sunday's July 6th. So I'm going to look up what is 90 days from July 6th. Somehow I get cell service out here, which is crazy, because I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Like, there's literally nothing around here. I rode my 4-wheeler for like 10 minutes just to get here. 90 days from July 6th. Oh, that's a lot. Wait, what? How is this? Okay, we're busting out ChatGPT because Google is too stupid. If on July 6th, sorry, I should just cut this out, but it's not that deep. I'm probably not going to edit this video at all, because I want to keep it raw. So like, you're going to see me clicking off the camera and everything, which is chill. On July 6th, 2025, what will be the date 90 days? What will be the date 90 days from then? And then every Sunday, take a picture of myself front and back. And then, how is it October 4th? That seems like crazy. 90 days from basically right now, 3 days from now is October. That is crazy. Okay, well, I'm just believing it. So Sunday, July 6th is when I'm going to start taking pictures of my body. That sounds goofy. And and then October 4th I'm gonna compare them and just see the progress, because like I'm actually trying to like be disciplined in this and take it seriously. So TJR, obviously, I don't know if you guys know him, but he's not fat anymore, so what he said worked for him, so why not try it? And then he said that when he took pictures of himself and he saw the subtle progress, he became addicted to it, and then he kept on doing it. So obviously that's goes in hand with what he said, that it becomes natural and fun and routine after 60 days. But okay, so October 4th, July 6th to October 4th, I'll have pictures, and I'm gonna just be going hard. Obviously, like losing this much weight like takes like longer than 90 days, but I'll still make progress, I know that. And I'm keeping in check with my diet. I do have food allergies, which kind of sucks, but oats overnight, I've been having those for breakfast. I got 16 just to try. I got a ton of different flavors, and it's really good, and it's healthy, and they have, I'm not vegan, but they have vegan options, which is dairy free, and I'm allergic to dairy. So, and I'm allergic to the eggs too. Eggs, dairy, eggs, and nuts. And the eggs kind of sucks, because I know eggs is really healthy for you. So I'm gonna have to look into some alternatives. I think the oats overnight is just good breakfast, but for other meals and stuff. But yeah, so the habit that I'm choosing is exercise every day, go to the gym 5 days a week, and then walk and run the other days, the off days. Bro, I don't even think I can run a mile, which is crazy. Like, I'm so out of shape. So that's gonna be a goal too. I'm gonna, whenever I start running, like figure out how long I can run for, which is probably not long at all, which sucks. And then build up to run the mile. Then eventually, like next summer, it'd be cool to run a 5K or whenever those are offered, I don't know. But yeah, so that's my habit that I'm choosing. And I'm not gonna like record in the gym, because I want to respect other people's privacy. And like, obviously the gym's a public place, but like no one's going there to like be on a YouTube video. And I'm not like, it's not like I'm like Lex Little or something. Like, I don't know, is he still relevant? Like, but I'm not like some influencer, so I don't really care about like getting a video of me bench pressing. I'm just gonna like, maybe I'll update if I'm like going on a walk and be like, hey, I just hit the gym, this is what happened, kind of thing. But that's the habit that I'm choosing. I feel like I'm starting to get redundant here, but I don't know, that's just what I kind of wanted to talk about. That boot camp is really interesting so far. I haven't really started any of the trading. It's all been his psychology stuff, which I don't know if I said this in the other video, but my friend made a playlist, Forever Forward Jonah, shout out to him, of like the boot camp videos. It's the TJR like original boot camp, and then his trading transformation, and he's watched both of them, so he kind of combined the best of both worlds for information that I really need. He gave me a playlist with 40 videos, and I'm gonna watch 2 or 3 a day, and then start doing some practice on that too. But I am liking TJR's videos with that they're more like psychological and mindset. I listened to a few videos when I was driving up north yesterday. It was like a 3.5 hour drive, so I listened to a good 2.5 hours of videos, and I really like TJR and his mindset. And just like, I've watched like videos of discipline before, but this video is very raw and very good, and I got a lot from it for sure, and that's why I'm making this video, just because I want to kind of talk about it. But just wanted to also keep myself accountable. The habit I'm choosing is exercise. I said that like a million times. But yeah, after the like, I'm gonna go for walks up here and everything, but when I get home and have access to the gym, that is where it's gonna like get hard to stay consistent. I mean, the first few days, like, I'll be motivated, but after that is when I need to lock in with discipline and be like, man, I don't really want to go do this today. Actually, never mind, I am going to do it. And I wrote this down. He said something to do that he did for himself when he was trying to go to the gym is he'd set an alarm for when to go to the gym, and then he'd set an alarm 10 minutes after that in case he decided to be a little bitch and skip. So I'm gonna do that. If I'm getting up at 7, leaving for the gym at 7:45, at 7:55 there's another alarm that's like, hey, why aren't you in the car yet to go to the gym? And also the gym, there's a road closure. Like the road it's on is closed, so I have to take a detour, but with the detour it's only 6 minutes away, and it's like 3 minutes normally, so 6 minutes is such a short drive, so I have no excuse. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing everything that he said, and I'll check in again whenever. This video is being filmed on July 3rd, Thursday, but it won't be posted for a little bit because I forgot. I'm filming it on a GoPro and there's an SD card, and I forgot my SD card adapter to plug into my computer, so I can't download the video to upload. So it'll probably be posted Saturday the 5th or Sunday the 6th. And yeah, I mean, sorry, I'm just kind of yapping now. Maybe I should have a script. I was talking with my friend about if he's scripting videos or not, but I kind of like just having it raw. And I know that not really anyone's watching this besides my friend and like maybe a few random people and me in the future myself. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to get my thoughts out of here. Again, it's so pretty out here. I'm probably gonna turn off the camera and then just kind of journal my thoughts for a bit and just think about like my plan, and if there's anything else that comes up in mind, I'll probably pick up the camera again, and might be a separate video, might add it to this. I don't really want to edit this one, but once again, I'm gonna show the view because, bro, I love the view. I mean, like I said, I'm in Michigan, and like I don't have any fade against Michigan. It's cool. But, like, when you talk about like states like California that has mountains, Utah looks so pretty, and then there's just Michigan. Like, it's better than Ohio and Indiana for sure, but like there's not really that many good views. So when I see something like this, it's just really cool. It reminds me of Pennsylvania a bit. I used to live there. But I mean, bless me. Shout out nature. Shout out four-wheeler. Bro, it's like feels so slow. It's a 450. I usually ride a 700, but it's not in the best shape right now. I kind of crashed it a few years ago and rolled it like 4 times. But I'm gonna show you guys this thing real quick. I'm not gonna go all the way, but I created my own trail because the trail normally is like somewhere over here, but it's so overgrown right now. But yeah, I don't know. Cool little spot for sure. There used to be like a hunting stand over here or something. I'm definitely not gonna climb up on it, but I remember my friend, she climbed up on it and then she took a few pictures, and it was such a pretty view because you're so much higher up. But yeah, sorry, this video is kind of dragging on now, but those are my thoughts. Those are my notes on the video. Exercise is my habit, mainly going to the gym. 90 days from Sunday is October 4th, I think I said. So let's see what happens. I did set up I think a TradingView account, and the chart, so confusing. It seems so confusing. I like did something with a trackpad and it just like freaked out, like zoomed a million like times in on the chart. But it's okay. I haven't even watched, like I said, I haven't watched any video yet of TJR talking about how to actually trade. It's just been all the psychology. So I'll learn eventually. He said it's not that complicated. Like, people overcomplicate it way too much, which is good. So I'm gonna be watching the videos, doing work on the charts, and just trying to like better myself in general. Stick to the exercise habit. I'll probably add another one. I like reading. I already kind of read a decent amount, but like consistent reading, because usually it's just when I have free time. But yeah, anyway, that's kind of where I'm at for today. Again, it's just so pretty out here, so quiet. So I'm gonna sit back down, journal my thoughts. If something else comes up, I'll pick up the camera, but that'll probably be the end of this video. So all right, goodbye everyone.